Hello and welcome to my channel. So today let's look at the Leetcode 79 word search. Given an m times n grid of characters, bold and a string word, return true if word exists in the grid. The word can be constructed from letters of sequentially adjacent cells, where adjacent cells are horizontally or vertically neighboring. The same letter cell may not be used more than once. So the example is first example, the word is A B C C E D. So if we find the A B C C E D in the board, then we can return true. Similarly, the second example, the word is S E E. So if we found this S E E in the border, we also return true. For the third one, third A, B, C, B, but we are actually not able to find A, B, C, B. For example, A, B, C, but we cannot find a B in the after the C. Uh, so actually, it will return false. And then the constraints m and n is larger than or equal to 1, smaller or equal to 6. So also the word length is only one between 1 and 15. So this two constraints is a strong hint that this question will use in some search approach, such as a DFS, depth first search. So so we can, for this we can actually use the DFS, and the time complexity will be O over n times 3 to the power of length, where length is the length of the word. N is the number of elements, elements in board. So why is it 3 to the power of length? Because we are not allowed to use the same cell. So we actually have only 3 branches except the first one. So for example, the A will if A is on the corner, it has only 2 possibilities. But if we start with F, then the first one has a possibility of going to the 4 direction. But the second one only have a possibility to going into the 3 directions. So that's why it's 3 to the power of length. So the space complexity is will be O of length. So the maximum depth of search is will be the length of the word. So also, how do we guarantee that how to guarantee that the same cell will not be used more than once in the so we one approach is approach one is we use a visited such as a Boolean 2D array. So when we use one character, then we mark this its coordinate as true in the visited array. But actually, but that will need like more space. Space. So there is another approach is we can modify border ij and to a character not in the search range, um, such as like a pound. Uh, so this one, but we need to modify it back after search. So this approach is called backtracking. Then it doesn't, then it will not no need for extra space. So we are going to use the second approach in the implementation. So now let's start implement. So firstly, we define this two global variable as the column, the number of rows and the number of columns. Number of column of grid the board, and